Hello everyone, I'm Rodney from 3GameMan.com, and today I'm looking at the SilverStone Grandia Series GD10 home theater PC case. Now with a name like Grandia, you'd expect it to be large, and it is. It's certainly not a slim home theater PC case. However, it is actually around the same size as the micro ATX based GD04 and the GD05. That's a good thing. This one though, you can fit standard ATX motherboards, standard ATX power supplies, as well as long video cards inside of it. You know what I see for this thing? A major hardcore gaming setup for your 4K TV. I'm just saying. The box looks glorious, has lots of pictures, features, and specifications about it, as well as packaged nicely. Styrofoam on either end, and the case itself is in a plastic bag. Included is a user's manual, a number of plastic cable ties, a mount here for a 3.5-inch drive, as well as a key for this lock and screws. As I mentioned previously, this is a pretty large case, certainly not a slim case. I'll give you the dimensions. It is 442 millimeters wide, 171 millimeters high, 362 millimeters deep, around 27 liters, and it weighs in at a pretty lightweight actually, 4.8 kilograms. So let's make our way around this puppy. At the top, you've got some ventilation. At the front left, their logo. This is the door. This is aluminum, by the way. Pretty nice as well. 2 USB 3 ports, microphone and headphone jack. You've got the reset button, power button, and a 5.25-inch drive bay. Now, on the inside of this, you can optionally install either one 3.5-inch drive or two 2.5-inch drives. On the right side, there's this removable dust filter. You just push forward like so, and it comes right off. Below it, you can see that they include two 120 millimeter intake fans. On the left side, there's filters. This one, though, is for the included 120 millimeter intake fan. And by the way, these just snap into place. They come off and go back rather easily. This one is for the power supplies fan. At the back of the case, you can fit up to two optional 80 millimeter fans. Here is where the motherboard's I/O shield plate gets installed. Note that there are 8 ventilated expansion slots. 7 of these are vertical, and there's 1 horizontal. And on the right side is where you would install a standard ATX power supply. To remove the top cover, just take off 2 regular screws that are at the back of the case, pull it like so, and it's off. They have a piece of rubber here. That's just to keep everything nice and secure because they have this brace across the middle of the case. Okay, so let's have a closer look on the inside of the case. I've stuck it up on end. This is the back, this is the front of the case, so you can get a better view. Now, you already know you can fit standard ATX motherboards inside here, but also you can fit very large SSI CEB plus micro ATX motherboards. Wonderful. Lots of flexibility there. You can fit video cards that are up to 12.2 inches in length. The width restriction, though, is 5.25 inches. As for CPU cooler height, 138, and power supply length, fit a power supply that is up to 220 millimeters. As I mentioned before, there's a 5.25-inch drive bay, which you can alternatively fit one 3.5-inch drive in or up to two 2.5-inch drives. Well, you also can fit down here just below 2 3.5-inch drives, and in one of these you can fit one 2.5-inch drive. On the bottom of the case, there are 4 rubber feet. Note, though, that only the front 2 are the audio-video style feet. Finally, have a listen to the stock cooling. This is an awesome home theater PC case if and only if you are building a super hardcore system around it. Like, for example, a wicked PC gaming setup that will fit in with your other audio video equipment. Otherwise, if all you're doing is watching movies and stuff, go with a super sexy slim home theater PC case. Now, I don't know about you, but the overall styling on this case is almost too simple. And they have this brushed aluminum here, but the plastic bit on the top and on the bottom kind of kills it. As well, these plastic external dust filters, well, that doesn't do it any justice. Oh, and considering the size of this case, you'd figure you'd be able to fit at least up to 3 or 4 3.5-inch drives, right? No. Well, you can only fit up to 2 3.5-inch drives. That's a little bit disappointing. But all things said, this is still an awesome home theater PC case that you can fit standard ATX stuff on the inside, large video cards, etc., and it's not going to break the bank. Overall, it is a kick-ass product. Until next time, take care.